Good afternoon, girls and boys. It's Julie coming to you from the Amherst branch of the Cumberland Public Libraries. I have another quick and easy craft for you. This thing is going to be so easy you're not going to believe it. If you have markers at home, you can make this beautiful artwork. You don't believe me? You don't think you can do this? This is so incredibly easy. All you need is markers and this. Can anybody tell me what this is? Can you see what it is? It is a piece of this. It's just paper towel. If you go and look at the paper towel in your house, every paper towel is printed with a different pattern on it. And I don't know if you can see, this one's got circles and ovals on it. This one's got swirls and diamonds. And if you have napkins, some of the napkins have a pattern in them too. This one's got squares and like little dots in the middle. And all you need to do this is to take some markers. Oh, pardon me. And here's another one that I started with, the other one that has the circles and the ovals. And you just follow along. If it's a circle, you just do dots. Now, it's a good idea to have markers that have a small point on them. If you have the big Crayola markers, they don't work so well because when you put the marker onto the paper towel, it spreads out a little bit. So what you need to do is always make sure that you have a piece of paper underneath. And if your paper towel is a little bit thicker, this one is Bounty paper towel, and it's a little bit thicker, so it holds up really well. And you can hang that in the window, and then the colors will come through, and it's fantastic. So this one, I started it earlier. It has circles and little squares on it, and all you have to do is take your marker and whatever color you want to start with. You can do 2 or 3 colors and do it all, or you can do what I did this one with this one and use a whole bunch of colors. I like rainbow stuff. I like something with lots of color in it, so I did that one. So you just take your marker and you look at your picture, and wherever there's a dot, you fill in the dots, and you're going to start to see patterns emerging. So I'm going to do some red ones, and you just touch it gently, because when you touch the marker to the paper towel, it spreads out a little bit. So if you make the spots too big, then they're going to start to roll in together, and you're not going to see the individual spots. So I did some red, and now I'm going to do a little bit of blue. And it's cool because every kind of paper towel has a different pattern in it. So if you go and look and see what kind of paper towel Mom's got at home, you can have a look and see what the pattern is. And it might have diamonds, it might have circles, it might have stars, it might have swirls on it. You just don't know until you go and look and see what it looks like. So this one has circles and ovals, and I am just going to do that. So you just touch it very gently, and if you see that, I did this circle, and I was just kind of doing the little pieces in between purple, just to give a little bit of separation from the circles. So you can see some of them, the purple is, the spots are a little bit bigger because I made them bigger, or I left it on there a little bit too long. So what color do you think I should use now? I've got lots of different colors. Let's see, what color do you think I should use? You think I should use some green? Let's try some light green and see how that looks. So I'm going to start this big oval, and I'm just going to keep making spots. If you see what I'm doing, I'm just going touch, 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 and I'm just kind of touching the end of the marker into the middle of the spot, and it's giving me my pattern. And like I said, depending on the pattern on your paper towel, everybody's just going to look a little bit different. And you could do this with your brothers and sisters, and everybody's will look different because everybody's going to choose different colors. So last week I did a craft with using gift bags and picture frames, and this is something that you could do the same thing. After you get your project completed, you could put it in one of those picture frames and leave the cardboard out of the back and then hang it in the window, and then the colors would come through and it would look a little bit like stained glass. All right, so there's some blue, and how about some orange? So there, I've done a circle and an oval. And then I'm going to do some more of the purple little thingies that are in between them. And it just kind of looks like a planet or something with some little spikes coming out of it. Kind of looks like the COVID germ, actually. Well, so that's what it looks like, and you can continue doing them in all the different colors. I'm going to show you this one. This is just a napkin. Now the funny thing is, napkins are a little bit thinner. So if you were going to do this one, if you see when I'm coloring it, the marker goes right through. Oh, that's kind of cool. If I did a little bit darker, we would have had a letter X. Or you could just take the markers and continue coloring the squares in the same color that you saw them. So whatever you end up doing, whatever pattern you make, you just follow along with the dots on the paper towel and they'll come out beautiful. So there's that one, and there's that one. This is what my napkin looked like to begin with. And it actually has kind of little squares, and then it has like a little flower pattern in there. And you could actually color the little flower patterns. See how they come out. Let me see if I can do those. Okay, when I color the flower pattern, it ends up blurring together because it's really small. So let's see if we can get one, if I don't color in the middle. There we go. So you can see all the colors starting to blend together because marker absorbs into the paper really quickly. So you could do the flowers, and let me see, what color squares will we do in the center? I think we'll do some yellow squares. So every time you do this, you're going to have something different because you're going to choose different colors, and you can choose different ways to do the pattern as well. On this one, I did dots in each of the dots, and then I did straight lines in the middle for the diamonds. The other thing you could do is, let me see, take another one of these pieces. And the neat thing about paper towel too is it comes in bigger sheets or it comes in sheets this size. So if you feel like doing a big project, you can do a big one. If you just want to do a little project, you can just do a little napkin. But I thought I would show you what would happen if we took this same pattern and instead of doing dots, if we joined all of the dots together, let's see what it would end up looking like. So I'm going to connect all the dots just like you would do if you're connecting a dot to dot picture. And it kind of looks a little bit like a snake. Let's see. So there's the swirl pattern I got from joining all the dots. Now in those dots, on this one, this is Bounty. And if you look, I don't know if you can see it really close, it actually has the word Bounty in there. But if you don't want that in your picture, you can just cover that up with dots and nobody would even know it was there. So we've got a green swirl. I think maybe we'll try a purple one and see what it looks like when we're all finished. Kind of looks like snakes. It looks like a green snake and a purple snake. So this is a quick and easy thing for you to do at home with something that you already have at home. You don't need to go out and spend lots of money on expensive paper because most people will have paper towel or napkins. Actually, I think even some toilet paper has a pattern on it too, but toilet paper is really thin, so I'm not sure that that would work so well. But let's see if we do the diamonds in the middle and what it looks like when we're finished. So I did some purple and some green and yeah, some yellow. And I think we'll do the inside of these ones pink. Ooh, I like the yellow and the pink together. That's a pretty good combination. And the neat thing about this is if you use colors close together that are dark and light, they'll combine and make their own colors. So that's what it looks like if you join all of the dots together. This is what it looks like if you do all of the dots separately. This is what the napkin looks like when I did dots and squares. And this is the napkin with the flowers, although that's a little bit hard to tell. It's hard to tell what's in that. And these ones, I was thinking, you know, they kind of look like turtles. The ovals look like turtles with the body, the shell, and then the 4 little feet coming out. So we just need a head on that. So you could go ahead and start one like this and then just continue coloring until it's all done. When it's finished, it's going to look like this. And if you started and you don't have a chance to finish it, you can just set it aside for a little while and then come back to it later and then you can finish it and it would look like that. So that is how you do paper towel patterns, and it's quick and easy, and I hope you'll take some pictures and send them to me so everybody at home can see what your artwork looks like. You have a wonderful day and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.